Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of beloved Vice Chancellor, Professor Vairappa, Special Chief Guest, Senior Executive Director of President's Office, Nanyang University of Technology, Singapore. We have registers of Mangalore University, and we have here the Executive Engineer of this Mangalore University. On behalf of our beloved
Sir C.V. Raman ವೃತ್ತದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನೆರವೇರಿಸುವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ B.V.R. ಚೌಧರಿ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿದರು. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ. ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಬಡತನದ ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗದೆ ತನ್ನ ಶಾಲಾ ದಿನಗಳ ಬಳಿಕ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತೆಯ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಆಫೀಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೇರ್ತಾನೆ. ತಾನು ದಿನ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ IACS ಭಾರತದ ಮೊದಲ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕುತೂಹಲದ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿಂದ ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಓದಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ.
As a deputy account general, still he could not keep away from research, often staying up whole night of discover new things in the field of physics. He was interviewed by blue color of the glaciers and Mediterranean Sea and wanted to unravel the mystery why water, a colorless liquid, appeared blue to the eyes. And thus began a series of experiments on the scattering of light, which ultimately led to what came to known as the Raman effect, for which he won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930 and Bharata Ratna in 1954. He was invited by the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, to become the first director of ISC in the institute till his death in Bangalore. Raman was the first Asian and non-white individual to own this prize. When somebody asked to Raman about his inspirations behind the Nobel Prize winning optical theory, what exactly behind to win this Nobel Prize, Raman said he was inspired by the wonderful blue opal scene of the Mediterranean Sea when he was crossing the Europe. And at the IACS, that is Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science in Calcutta, this is the place in Calcutta where he did the breakthrough discoveries and earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics. Along with him, there is one more person, Dr. J.C. Bose, the great biologist who showed those plants, first person to show that the plants too can feel pain. These two scientists who changed dramatically the modern world actually. Now, I would like to give the brief introduction about the today's chief guest, Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury, Senior Executive Director, President's Office, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. He obtained degree from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, and a Doctor of Literature from Mangalore University, India. Worked at the University of Zurich, Switzerland, University of Peninsula, United States of America, University of Stuttgart, Germany, Nagyoga University, Japan. Prior to joining Nanyang Technological University, he was a professor of physics and executive director at NUS, National University of Singapore. He was awarded the Officer in Order of Academic Palms, titled by French government, Business Event Ambassador, titled by the government of Singapore, an Outstanding Science Entrepreneur, award by National University of Singapore. He is the elected member of ICSU, that is the Regional Committee for Asia and Pacific, Academicians and Vice President of Asia Pacific Academy of Materials, and a Honorary Advisor to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, India. Served as the first president, other than the Europe and United States. He served as president of International Union of Material Research Societies, IUMRS, and Asian Society for Solid State, and chairman of 15th Asian Physics Olympiad, currently serving as the president of Material Research Society of Singapore and chairman of International Conference on Materials for Advanced Technology series. To his credit, Professor Chaudhary, he published more than 273 articles, research articles in peer-reviewed journals, 18 books, and he mentored 21 PhDs.
ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಗಣ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಇವರನ್ನು ಹೂಗುಚ್ಛ ನೀಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಗೌರವದಿಂದ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಇವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೂಗುಚ್ಛದ ಗೌರವ. ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಘನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಲಿರುವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೂಗುಚ್ಛವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ KM ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರು ಇವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಕುಲಸಚಿವರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ KM ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕಾರಿ ಅಭಿಯಂತರರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಎಂ ಇವರು ಹೂಗುಚ್ಛವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕತ್ತಲಾಯಿತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಬಂತು. ಸಿ.ವಿ. ರಾಮನ್ ಅವರ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಡತನದ ಕತ್ತಲು ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅನಂತರ ಅವರ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರು ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಕು ತೋರಿದವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಬೆಳಗಿದವರು ಕೂಡ. ಇದೀಗ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ, ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಸಾಂಕೇತಿಕ ದೀಪ ಉರಿಸುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫೀಸ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್, ನಾನ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಇವರಿಂದ ಇದೀಗ ದೀಪ ಬೆಳಗಿಸಿ ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಕುಲಸಚಿವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿಯಂತರರು ಜೊತೆ ಸೇರಿ ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಗಣ್ಯ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಅವರು.
Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, it's much awaited special talk from our chief guest, Professor BVR Chaudhary, Senior Executive Director from Nanyang Technological University. He is going to speak a few words about this inaugural function of inauguration of Sir C.V. Raman Circle. I request Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury.
In any case, my good friend and well-wisher, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Bhairappa, and all others who have assembled here today, first let me say good evening, and I am so pleased and honored to be here this evening on this special occasion. And coming to Mangalore University is like coming back home, and I am the proud alumnus of this university, which always makes me to feel happy to come back again and again, particularly when there is such an occasion. And I must congratulate Professor Bhairappa and his team for this very noble thought of having such a landmark on the campus, and particularly naming it after the distinguished son of our country, that is Sir C.V. Raman. Normally one might think that such a landmark one adds to the beauty of the campus. It is true, it does add to the beauty of the campus. In fact, this reminds me, I think it was something like about 50 years back when I was a student at IIT Kanpur. There they started what is called as a Gajendra Circle. I don't know if any of you have been to IIT Kanpur. Even today, it is really an important location on the campus. And anything people always refer with respect to that. It is so much distance or 5 minutes walk from Gajendra Circle. I am sure that one day this is also going to be like that, and it is going to be the history of the Mangalore University. I am really proud to be part of this history. But adding to the beauty is one thing, but it also has a lot more importance, I would put it that way, particularly naming the circle on the name of Sir C.V. Raman. It only tells the importance that Professor Bhairappa, who himself is an accomplished researcher, scientist, administrator, gives importance to the researcher and the invention they have made. So this is essentially recognizing the research activities of our fellow scientists, and particularly it also speaks volumes about the importance Mangalore University gives for the research. Of course, I am not surprised by the decision he has made in naming this on the name of Sir C.V. Raman, because he himself is an accomplished researcher. In fact, not long ago, that is actually on the 12th of April this month, in Sendai, Japan, he was elected as an academician of the Asia Pacific Academy of Materials, which is again a true recognition for his research, for his accomplishments in research, for his international recognition. Please join me in congratulating him for this real achievement, which is not only credit to him, but also credit to the Mangalore University. And it didn't stop there. He has not just been elected as an academician of the Asia Pacific Academy. He has also been elected as Secretary General of this Asia Pacific Academy of Materials. So that is again another achievement. And he is the first Indian to hold such a position. And this is the only real record for the Mangalore University and for him. And on behalf of the Asia Pacific Academy of Materials, on behalf of all of you, I would like to congratulate him for this great achievement. So a man of such caliber, because he is such duly recognized and so on, thinking of naming this about Sir C.V. Raman is nothing surprising to me. I am really very, very happy to be part of this event, and I am really thankful to him for giving me an opportunity to inaugurate this circle and dedicate it to the Mangalore University. And I do wish him a great luck in making this Mangalore University as a research-intensive university, and particularly with the partnership from number of foreign universities, international collaboration. In today's world, if you can't do research, if university is not research intensive, it is not recognized by anyone. Today people talk about university rankings and so on, and initiated by both Government of India, and there are several international rankings and so on. If you see on what basis they rank, mostly by research citation, internationalization. In all these three, I would say Professor Vairappa is going to contribute to the Mangalore University and make it as a real research-intensive university, and I wish him a great luck in all these achievements. And I can assure him, as the proud alumnus of this university, if there is anything that I can do to enhance the research capabilities of this university and to make it truly an international university, I will be the first person on whom he can count on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a great evening.
For the inspired talk. I request our beloved Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Vairappa.
ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿದವರು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿಪಾತ್ರರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವರು. ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಸದ್ದಿಲ್ಲದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಸಂಶೋಧಕರು, ತುಂಬ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಉಳ್ಳ, ಬಹುಶಃ ನೀವು ಈ ಆವರಣವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದ 2-3 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಆವರಣವನ್ನು ಸುಂದರಗೊಳಿಸುವುದರ ಬಗೆಗೆ ಅವರಿಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಳಜಿಯನ್ನು, ಅವರ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮೆಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡವರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಈ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ವೃತ್ತ ಎನ್ನುವುದು. ತುಂಬ ಸೃಜನಶೀಲವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ವಿನ್ಯಾಸಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ಒಂದು ಅದರ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವೇ ಬದಲಾಗಿರುವುದನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಬಗೆಯಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ತೆರೆದುಕೊಂಡದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಮೂಲಕ ಕಣ್ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಒಂದು ಭೌತಿಕ ಅಸ್ಮಿತೆಯಾಗಿ, ಒಂದು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ವೃತ್ತವನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಅದರ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ, ಅದರ ಇಡೀ ಏನು ಅದು ಆಗುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತರಾದವರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವರು. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪಿತ ಆದ ಹಾಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಸರ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಅವರು ಪಡೆದದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ, ಸಂಭ್ರಮದಿಂದ ನೆನಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಏಷ್ಯಾ ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಿನ ಗೌರವವೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತವಾಗಿರುವುದು, ಅದು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಆಗಿರುವುದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಗೌರವದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ವಿನ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪೂರ್ವವಾದ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಿರುವ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದೀಗ ನಾವು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಗೌರವಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ TPM ಪಕ್ಕಳ ಅವರು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಈ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಆದರೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೊಂದು ಜಾಗತಿಕ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸ, ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಸುತ್ತಾಡಿದ, ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನನ್ನು ತೆರೆದುಕೊಂಡ, ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಕೆಲಸದ ನಡುವೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗೆ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಕೂಡ. ನಾವು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಈ ಶುಭ ಸಂಜೆಯ ನಮನಗಳು. ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಹಿರಿಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ತನ್ಮಿತ್ರರಾದಂತಹ ಸಿಂಗಪೂರಿನ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 13ನೆಯ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಳಿತ ವರ್ಗದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ KM ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ರವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಕಾರಿ ಅಭಿಯಂತಕರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ M ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ರವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕೇತರ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೇ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಆಹ್ವಾನಿತರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕೇತರ ಮಿತ್ರರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿನ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆಪಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಅನ್ಯಥಾ ಭಾವಿಸಬೇಡಿ. First of all, I am extremely happy to have this circle inaugurated by a very senior scientist who has received the French highest civilian award from the President of France and also a highest honor from the Prime Minister of Singapore, and a man who is respected in the field of material science all over the world, and the first Asian, and in particular I would say other than North American and European continent, the only person who got elected as the president of the International Union of Material Research Societies, and the one who has built the second richest material research society in such a small country like Singapore, which may be as big as this Mangalore city. Next only to the Material Research Society of America, the Singapore Material Research Society is the second richest one. And the whole credit goes to him, and he is the founder, president, and he continues to be the president of the Material Research Society. He established this Material Research Society in Singapore. I wanted to have this circle inaugurated by such a scientist and a highly entrepreneuring person or personality, so that our faculty members and also the students community will feel for it. A few days ago, let me share this experience. Two of my friends who are the senior professors here in the university, when I was passing through this circle, they asked me, "Sir, we were thinking that this circle would be named after you." I just laughed. This is just a joke. Or are you telling seriously? They said, seriously? No. This can never happen because Raman is a great inspiration to all of us, to every Indian, and every university should have something in his name. And the first Asian to get a Nobel Prize. And a great personality, a scientist from a very humble beginning, humble background, and he is a role model to all others. The money he spent to develop his instrument, which he used at the Indian Association for Cultivation of Sciences located in Jadavpur. I have visited that institute several times and spent several days and weeks in that ISCS and also seen the lab where Raman worked, and a great inspiration for all of us. And Raman decided to spend his last days at Bangalore. Nehru gave an open invitation to Sir C.V. Raman when he wanted to, after getting his Nobel Prize, and when he wanted to settle in Bangalore and establish a research institute. Then, Raman told Nehru, I don't want anything from you. Just leave science and research from politics. This is what I want as a great gift from you. So imagine what a towering personality. I always tell in the class when I teach to the young students, please read the autobiography of great personalities, not only from abroad, but even within our country. And one such is our great Sir C.V. Raman's autobiography. If you read, there are many versions, quite a few people have written, and even Dr. B.P. Radhakrishna, a very famous, eminent geologist, has written about the biography of Sir C.V. Raman. Like that, there are many. Even Gandhiji's autobiography, a remarkable one. And also I tell to the students of earth science or geology to read the autobiography of B. Ramarao, an eminent geologist with just BSc honors, who became the #1 geologist of the country. And we all read his works, and we very often say that there is nothing extra done or to the mapping done by B. Ramarao. We are just modifying little bit here and there, but whatever the geological map he constructed for our country, even today it holds good. And he has expressed all his experiences in the form of an autobiography. That is a beautiful book. Like that, read about Michael Davis, another eminent scientist. If you were to be alive today, you would have got minimum 6 Nobel Prizes. Such a great genius. And read about Thomas Edison. So like that, I can give you a big list of names who can be inspiring to all of us, and also in particular to the young generation. And in that sense, this circle named after Sir C.V. Raman is a great decision on the part of the syndicate of Mangalore University, so that the future generation can always get inspired by such a towering personality ever produced by India. And today, I think even Sir C.V. Raman didn't realize that his Raman effect would remain forever or for such a long time. And it was not so popular because of the facilities or whatever it is. But today, if we say without Raman effect, any paper I want to publish in the area of organic chemistry and material science, people will not accept it readily. And particularly for the carbon chemistry and for the carbon research, without Raman spectroscopy, the paper is incomplete. So that is how the Raman effect is so popular, so famous. Even in the airports they use a small handheld Raman spectrophotometer to detect the narcotics and the other metals, gold, platinum and other metals smuggled by the travelers using this Raman spectrophotometer. So this is such a very sensitive instrument, and the Raman effect is not just for the physics but for the entire science. And we have the university has given this landmark, and this circle will be a spot, a beauty spot for the students to spend. We have the Wi-Fi, they can sit around, and also the other departments like Commerce and Management Department, Yogic Science Department and Humanities block do not have the landscape garden, and this is going to be done in the next 4 or 5 months. They will have a beautiful landscape garden just like in front of the carer. The fountains and others will come up in these 3 departments. So that would add the beauty to this double road. Besides, already the wiring work has started. The solar lamps will be fixed on heritage poles on either side of this double road. That would again add further beauty to the campus. And I am happy to announce here that the Ministry of Non-Conventional Energy has selected Mangalore University out of other 27 institutions in the country to provide the solar lighting, rooftop solar panels and the lighting to the campus. And probably this is the only university in our state to get this benefit. This would cost about 9.5 or 10 crores, or more than 10, I think 10.85 crores. So this is also going to be completed as per the order received from the Ministry of Non-Conventional Energy Resources. By August to September, they would complete this work. So with this, there is a lot of development going on, and the research laboratories are getting equipped. The purse money, what we are getting from the DST, will be used to get expensive instruments. So we are going to get transmission electron microscope, confocal microscope, and also NMR. So with these 3 additions, Mangalore University will have all the sophisticated instrumentation for the science research. We already have very good laboratories for the materials research and also radiation physics. And I want the social science departments and the language departments also to develop with the encouragement being given to the research by the administration. So with these few words, I forgot to mention, I wanted to actually announce that I was elected as an academician, a fellow of the Asia Pacific Academy, and also the first Indian to get elected as Secretary General. I wanted to announce it when I got the information on the 12th of April, but due to some family issues, I couldn't, some personal loss, I could not make it public, and this will be announced now in the website shortly. And sorry for that. Anyway, I thank Professor Chowdhury for telling that and disclosing that to the public. With these few words, I want more and more such beautiful spots to come on the campus and more inspiring names to be on the campus, to be remembered forever. So with such spots, I think Mangalore University can go to the history books, and in the national level and also in the international level, Mangalore University can get the recognition. That too when we have the foreign professors, visiting professors, adjunct professors coming, staying here for a week or so, that would add the recognition for the Mangalore University. And I'm sure that the university will grow to greater heights. With these few words, I thank one and all those who are responsible directly or indirectly for such beautification on the campus. I would like to thank the students who are keeping the campus beautiful. A few days ago, a few students came to my office and requested to have the Swachhata program on Sundays, and they want to have it officially inaugurated on 25th. And this is in addition to what we already have, NSS. The first campus, the PG campus, to have the NSS is here in Mangala Gangotri campus. No other university has NSS units in the PG departments or on the PG campus. And we are again first in that sense. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಗೌರವದ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವರ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷಿಸ್ತಾ, ಈ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ವೃತ್ತ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯ ಕೂಸು. ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಕಾರಗೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಯಾದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕಾರಿ ಅಭಿಯಂತರರು ಶ್ರೀ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಎಂ ಇವರು. ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ತಂಡ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕ್ಷಿಪ್ರವಾಗಿ ಈ ವೃತ್ತದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಕ್ಷಿಪ್ರವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಬಂದ ಬಳಿಕ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಚುರುಕುಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದೀಗ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗೌರವಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಎಂ ಇವರನ್ನು ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ವೃತ್ತವನ್ನು, ಅದರ ಕಾಮಗಾರಿಯ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಎಂ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀಗ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕಾರಿ ಅಭಿಯಂತರರಾದ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಎಂ ಇವರಿಂದ.
ಮುಂಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಸರ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ವೃತ್ತದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನೆರವೇರಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಬಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಚೌಧರಿ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್, ನನ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವಪೂರ್ವಕ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಇವರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೆ ಎಂ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಇವರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಬಳಗರಿಗೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಬಂಧುಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ.